Episode 12. What's a skill book? It's not for learning skills, but for gaining skill points. Its orange text alone tells you it's valuable. Once you hit 4,000 skill points, this is one of the ways to get more. But these things are untradeable, so you can't buy them. You just have to rely on your own luck. The one Lord Grimm just picked up only added the minimum amount, 5 points. But to get it from the lowest level boss, that's still ridiculously lucky. The skill book was used the instant it entered his inventory. Furthermore, among the materials dropped by the Dark Night Cat Demon, the Dark Night Cat's eye and its claws are both needed to continue crafting the Myriad Manifestations umbrella. In high spirits, Ye Shu made a casual selection, and Lord Grimm promptly exited the dungeon.
You're not finishing it?
Chen Guo was very surprised. Even though Lord Grimm was the only one left in the party, this was a beginner dungeon. Plenty of players could solo it at this low level. Even after witnessing Ye Shu's clumsy hand-crippled level of play, Chen Guo didn't simply label him as a low-level player. He just defeated an opponent I couldn't beat in 52 tries, and he did it in 40 seconds. That wasn't long ago.
I need to switch machines.
Ye Shu said, already moving to log out of the game. Chen Guo was scanning the screen when she suddenly threw out a hand to stop him.
Wait, what's going on here?
The screen's current chat window was completely flooded with a massive wave of identical text. Lord Grimm is a shameless scoundrel. He deliberately withheld healing from the whole team to hog the hidden boss for himself, getting everyone killed. Watch out for him. Lord Grimm is a shameless scoundrel. He deliberately withheld healing from the whole team to hog the hidden boss for himself, getting everyone killed. Watch out for him. Amidst this uniform barrage were other insults and curses. While the system automatically filtered out profanity, the people's ingenuity was boundless. Homophones and similar-sounding characters admirably fulfilled their duty in this regard. Ye Shu scanned the screen carefully. Amidst the flood of names, he spotted Yue Zhumian, and even spotted Yangguan and a mage from his previous team. This guy got out first and is already here twisting the truth and confusing right with wrong.
What's going on?
This one? Chen Guo asked Ye Shu. Ye Shu had no choice but to explain the situation.
Damn, how shameless. Have you no shame at all?
Chen Guo listened, her anger boiling over.
Yeah, that's just shameless.
Why aren't you angry?
I'm furious.
Are you angry? How come I can't see it at all?
Chen Guo was puzzled. Ye Shu stared at the screen full of slander against him, yet his expression remained completely unchanged.
You don't have to wear your anger on your face.
Far from being angry, Ye Shu was actually smiling. He casually logged out, shut down the computer, and headed for the smoking area. That was still his greatest aspiration at the moment.
Man, what kind of luck do you even have? First time in a dungeon, and it's nothing but trouble. A hidden boss, a lost crit roll, and now you've made an enemy. I'll be back in the morning to see if you're dead.
Take care, boss.
Chen Guo went to rest, while Ye Shu headed to the smoking area. It was predictably thick with haze. Even the high-powered exhaust fans working furiously couldn't purify the air. Their only function was to stop the smoke from invading the non-smoking zone. Even the most hardcore smoker has no love for secondhand smoke. Ye Shu quickly lit one for himself, blending into the sea of smokers. He glanced around. This area was clearly much more crowded than the non-smoking section. Few people pulling all-nighters could do without a cigarette to keep them sharp. Fortunately, the internet cafe was large enough. Ye Shu circled around and still found a machine. Without being picky, he went over and sat down. Happy was a fairly upscale internet cafe, with privacy partitions between each computer station. Even if there weren't, everyone was wearing headphones, completely immersed in the world of glory, paying no attention to anything else. Ye Shu logged back into the game and put on his headset. Lord Grimm was still outside the Forest of Grimm. The place was packed, but with headphones on it wasn't so loud he couldn't hear. It was no different from walking through a bustling market. The noise never drowned out the person right next to you. As for those persistent, repetitive messages like party invites, those were still just text spam. Ye Shu scanned the message feed. The spam calling for Lord Grimm was gone. Using the search function, you could tell if a character was online or not. That Yue Zhongmian was a veteran, familiar with all these tricks. After searching and confirming Lord Grimm was offline, he stopped his work. Players can't leave the beginner zone until they hit level 20. That's when features like World Channel and PK unlock. Below 20, All you can do is talk trash like this. But Yue Zhongmian's tactic was vicious for the current stage. Lord Grimm was the guy who'd just gotten the first clear system announcement. With the world chat mechanics, Yue Zhongmian spamming his name here easily drew attention. The result? Lord Grimm couldn't get a party. Every application he sent out were rejected. The players might not have believed Yue Zhongmian's words, but they were all starting to watch Lord Grimm warily. Ye Shu gave a helpless smile. He really did want to team up, but only for the hidden boss. He needed those materials, but with no team to join, he'd just have to power level. In Glory, fewer players in a dungeon means more experience per person. But for pure efficiency, a full party is still the better deal. But Lord Grimm was different. His Myriad Manifestations umbrella was a level 5 silver weapon. Most players at this stage were still using blue or green gear, which was a full 3 to 4 tiers below the umbrella. In Glory, every 5 levels is a tier. That means the Myriad Manifestations umbrella is equivalent to a level 20 blue tier 5, or a level 25 green tier 5. This advantage was downright monstrous at the lower levels. Lord Grimm's weapon output was equivalent to 4 or 5 weapons of the same tier. Factoring out the character's base stats, Lord Grimm alone was worth 3 players. Combined with Ye Shu's skill, he could solo dungeons without falling behind a full 5-man team, easily outpacing a party of newbies. Might even be faster. Lord Grimm set off to solo the dungeon, but after only a few steps, a figure suddenly blocked his path. Ye Shu looked. It was Yue Zhongmian. The guy had sharp eyes to pick him out of this sea of people. Hey, Ye Shu adjusted his headset mic, testing if the voice channel was live. The hell you calling me for? Yue Zhongmian was rather blunt, but Ye Shu just smiled again and asked,
Need something?
The tone was so flat, so casual, that Yue Zhongmian was left speechless. He could hardly believe this was the same person he'd been spamming for the last half hour. The public might be fooled, but he and Lord Grimm knew the truth. This was a blatant smear. How can this guy still act like nothing's wrong? Did he just miss my spam? Lord Grimm is a shameless scoundrel. He deliberately withheld healing from the whole party to steal the hidden boss, getting everyone killed. Watch out for him. Yue Zhongmian quickly sent the message he had saved 2 more times, eagerly awaiting Ye Shu's reaction, only to hear Ye Shu say,
And you're not going to go level up?
I'll show you what I'm made of. Now you know our Yue Lun Guild isn't to be trifled with, right? Yue Zhongmian had prepared this line, but now, as he said it, the context felt completely off. It was like stabbing a knife into cotton, utterly ineffective.
Got it. I can't even get a party together now.
Hearing that, Yue Zhongmian finally felt a bit better. He laughed and said, Hey, serves you right for being a smartass. He hadn't expected Ye Shu to continue.
Hey, are you guys short a player? Take a seat.
Yue Zhongmian was utterly dumbfounded. Damn, you really are shameless.
Add me then. Now that we know each other's limits, how about we cooperate properly?
As he spoke, Ye Shu proactively sent over a party invitation.